Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. JD Niger Word of Truth channel. Bible teaching with Jeff DeLoach. Beautiful Huntington Beach, California. World famous surf city, baby. All praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, the Heavenly Father, the only begotten Son, the Holy Spirit. Gives us this power, wisdom, knowledge, ability to do these messages. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, whatever time it is, where you're at, where you are. I don't really know what I want to teach, but the Lord's telling me to go ahead and just keep talking about my tribe. So, do you need Israel? Do you need Israel? You do. We're the royal house. The tribes of Judah, Benjamin. Judah and Benjamin are basically the southern kingdom. We're the royal house of David. So I try and teach this because a lot of people don't know how important my tribe is, Benjamin. But anyway, David, there's quite a few places in the Bible where if you study as hard as I do about Benjamin, you would see how Benjamin and Judah are intricately linked together. There's a few different reasons. One of them is because King Saul, the first king of Judah and Israel, King Saul, he had a son named Jonathan. And Jonathan was a Benjamite, and him and David was of the house of Jesse, a Bethlehemite. They called David Judah, but in the end of the day, he's Benjamite, just like Jonathan, just like Saul. If you're from Bethlehem, Ephrata, you're basically a Judah Benjamite. Or you might have Levite in you or some Simeon, but you're basically of the southern kingdom. But anyway, a covenant of souls. Right? So what's this passage about? It's about David and Saul, or David and Jonathan, the Benjamite and the Judite, right? So it says, when Saul saw David go down to the Philistines, this is after he slayed Goliath, and Saul's asking him, "Who are you?" And David returned from the slaughter of the Philistines. Abner took him and brought him before Saul, with the head of the Philistines in his hands. And Saul said to him, "Who art thou, young man?" And David answered, "I am the son of thy servant Jesse, the Bethlehemite." You notice how David made sure he told Saul exactly where he's from. "I'm from Bethlehem, bitch." Next verse. "I'm from Bethlehem. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. Judah and Benjamin were knit together through the king's son Jonathan and the second king David. You get it? So when you see these black Hebrew Israelites, you know that they're going off because they don't understand. I try and tell them, I'm of the tribe of Benjamin. No, you're not. You're not a black man. You can't be Benjamin. It's like, whatever, dude. You can't be Israel because you don't understand that I'm Benjamin. You don't get it? You don't get it. Anyhow, so they were knit together. The soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him. And Saul took him that day and wouldn't let him go home. So David stayed with Saul, right? And it says, then Jonathan and David made a covenant because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David and his garments, even his sword and his bow and his girdle. He gave him all his clothes. They made a covenant. They switched clothes. They were knit together. You get it? So these black Hebrew Israelites, they kind of give themselves away, being so stupid, not understanding Benjamin. Jonathan's disbelief. So this part was interesting to me because I know my tribe is prophecy. The Benjamites are prophecy, where we were born in the same place as Jesus, Bethlehem. That's a house of bread. So if you're from the house of bread, you have bread to give. So as a prophet, I know the book, and I have bread to give. I have food for you. You got to be patient on this channel. I'm not gonna astound you with some profound bullshit. I'm just teaching you the Bible. So anyhow, my tribe we call ourselves the singing prophets. Rastafarianism, reggae music. So in the next couple pages, we're talking about Jonathan and Saul. We're talking about the royal house of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, and the southern kingdom, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, and Simeon, and some other small amounts of tribes that hung around because they were smart enough to stay home. But anyway, this is an interesting passage about Saul being a prophet. So when Saul originally was made king, he came down the mountain and he was prophesying. I'm not sure exactly where it's at. Saul to be chosen king. Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Becharath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Saul. A choice young man and goodly, and there was none among the children of Israel with a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people. He was like God. Saul was wonderful when he was wonderful. So it says over here, Saul went up to the mountain with a bunch of prophets. It says, where is the garrison of the Philistines? And it shall come to pass when you are come to the city, that this is Samuel talking to Saul, that you will meet a company of prophets coming down from the high place with a psaltery and with a tabret and a pipe and a harp before them, and they shall prophesy. So what's he saying? They'll have music. They'll have music. Music. I hope you like jamming. I hope you like jamming. I want to jam it with you. Been jamming. So these singing prophets, they're coming down the mountain, and the Spirit of the Lord will come upon you, and you shall prophesy with them, and shall be turned into another man. So in the end of the day, King Saul ended up being turned into Paul. Pretty sure that Paul was the regeneration of King Saul. Because right here it says, and you'll turn into another man. He turned into Paul. And let it be when these signs are come unto thee, that you will do as occasion serve thee, for God is with you. And you shall go down before Gilgal, and you'll come down and offer burnt offerings for 7 days. And when it came thither to the hill, behold, a company of prophets met him, and the Spirit of God came upon him, and he prophesied among them. Saul's a prophet. It came to pass when all that knew him before time saw that, behold, he prophesied among the prophets. Then the people said one to another, what is this that has come upon the son of Kish? Is Saul also among the prophets? So, if you can't understand that it doesn't just say these things for shits and giggles, it's telling you something. The tribe of Benjamin is a bunch of prophets. That's why the Lord told me, you're one of mine. You're a Benjamin of Judah. When you look into the book, when you actually look into the book without some agenda, you'll find out that my tribe is huge among the prophets. That's why the Lord told me you're a Benjamin of Judah, so that I would know what the fuck I'm doing. So then over here, it brings this issue up again, and I don't remember reading this in the past. It says, and when Saul sent messengers to David, this is 1 Samuel. This is just a few pages over. We're still talking about Saul, David, Jonathan. We're still talking about the two tribes bonding together, right? And Saul sent the messengers again to see David, saying, bring him up to me in the bed, and I may slay him. This is Saul wanting to kill David. And when the messengers were come in, behold, there was an image in the bed, and with a pillow of goat's hair in his bolster. And Saul said unto Michal, why have you deceived me, and sent away my enemy, that he has escaped? And Michal answered Saul, he said unto me, let me go. Why should I kill you? He was going to kill Michal if she didn't let him go. And David fled and escaped, and came to Samuel to Ramah, and told him all that Saul had done to him. And he and Samuel went and dwelt in Naioth. And it was told Saul, saying, behold, David is at Naioth in Ramah. And Saul sent messengers to take David. And when they saw the company of the prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them, the Spirit of God was upon the messengers of Saul, and they all prophesied. The messengers of Saul prophesied. Saul's servants, the Benjamite, the king of Judah and Benjamin, Saul. What did he do? He sent his messengers, and his messengers prophesied. I'm trying to explain to you what it means to be me. I'm very sensitive to witchcraft. Why? Because I've seen it over and over and over again. I don't put up with it. I don't want any of it around me. I don't want owls. I don't want bats. I don't want cows. I don't want snakes. Anyhow, and they prophesied, and when it was told Saul, he sent other messengers, and they prophesied likewise. And Saul sent messengers again the third time, and they prophesied also. Do you understand what's going on here? What I've been teaching you is the truth? That my tribe is all about prophecy. And it's not the prophecy you think. It's not prediction fulfillment. Oh, they're going to bomb New York on the 23rd of May. There's going to be a huge tsunami. That's not what prophecy is. It's pattern. People are lost. And then Saul prophesies. Then went he also to Ramah. I'm telling you, Ramah, where Samuel's from, that's a powerful spiritual place. And then he came to Ramah and came to a great well that is in Sechu, and he asked and said, where are Samuel and David? And one said, behold, they are at Naioth in Ramah. And he went thither to Naioth in Ramah, and the Spirit of God was upon him also. And he went on and prophesied until he came to Naioth in Ramah. And he stripped off his clothes also and prophesied before Samuel in like manner, and laid down naked all that day and all that night. Wherefore they say, is Saul also among the prophets? What do I think? Of course he is. Everyone knows. Everyone should know that my tribe is beyond understanding. We're beyond reproach. I won't tell you a lie. If I don't know, I'm not going to say it. But everything I say is true. Black Hebrew Israelism is a joke. It can't be true. It can't be. Because if it was, they would recognize me as their daddy, as their prophet, as their guide. They should be letting me guide, and then they should be speaking. But that they're not. They don't believe me. And that's going to be their problem. And David fled from Naioth in Ramah and came and said before Jonathan, what have I done? What is my iniquity, and what is the sin before my father that he seeks my life? And he said unto him, God forbid that you shall not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will show it me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? Is it not so? And David swore moreover and said, my father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in your eyes. And he said, let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death. And Jonathan said to David, whatsoever your soul desires, I will do it for you. And they stuck together like glue. Jonathan's covenant with David. And thou shalt not only while I live show me the kindness of the Lord, that I die not, but also thou shalt not cut off the kindness from my house forever. No, not when the Lord has cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, let the Lord even require it at the hand of David's enemies. And Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him, for he loved him as he loved his own soul. Then Jonathan said to David, tomorrow is the new moon, and you shall be missed. And they planned this whole thing where Jonathan helps David escape from Saul. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that you can say whatever you want, GMS. You can say whatever you want, Matt. Big Judah. You guys can say whatever you want. The truth is going to be the truth. The truth is that I'm of Benjamin. I'm a prophet for God. And whatever you guys say about me, it's not going to work. You might as well get with me instead of fighting against me, because I'm getting ready to just wave goodbye to all you dumb niggas. Watch you guys just drift away, because I don't have time to be getting all upset over your nonsense. So, brothers and sisters, I know I'm not the same fiery, yelling, upset guy. I'm not. And the messages are probably going to be just kind of bland, kind of, I don't know if I'm going to get fired up again. I've been feeling pretty good, so I like where I'm at. I hope the boring Jeff is better than the yelling Jeff. Maybe the boring Jeff is better than the yelling Jeff. Right? The boring Jeff. The calm Jeff. Don't trust anyone that doesn't believe in Benjamin, that doesn't know that my tribe is, we're the first to wake up. We're the singing prophets. We're the Rastafarians. Reggae, Rasta. We wake up first, and we're the leaders. So I don't know who these black Hebrew Israelites are, but they're going to find out the hard way that they don't really have what they think they have, and they're missing a lot. All right. That's all I got. Don't forget, Judah and Benjamin are together. For real, for real. All right, guys, I'm out.